We're going to talk about putting titles on your video today. Subtitles, the title, credits at the end, the whole thing. This isn't super necessary, but it's a nice little trick. You can load filler in the source window and then create a little gap in your timeline with that. And this is where we're going to put the title. We'll go to the Tools tab at the top and click on the Title Tool application. This will give us a little prompt, and we'll click on the middle button, Title Tool. This box will pop up, and I'm just going to click in here and type out my title. If I click on that arrow button, I can drag the title around and adjust the edges. You can change the font and adjust the alignment, and you have the kerning here, which chooses how separated each letter in your text is. You can use this for aesthetics, just make your title your title. I spaced my letters here a little beyond the confines of the box they're in, so I'm just going to drag the box out so that we can see everything. With the fill button here, you can choose a color. You've got a nice little spectrum here. And then underneath that, you can pick your shade or hue and get a little more specific with it. You've got your bold, you've got your italics, and if you're into it, you could put a little drop shadow on your text. Always looks very nice. You don't want to overdo it, and since we're on this black background here, you're not going to see it now, but we'll see it if we put it over video. So we've got it where we want it, and now we're just going to X out this window. It'll prompt us to save it, which we want to do. And then in this window, you can name it. You make sure it's going to the media folder, workspace, and you choose which bin it goes into. And you can only choose bins that you have open. So I'm just going to put it in the bin that I have open now, and I'll move it to a title-specific bin later to keep everything organized. You save it, it'll create the new media, and then it will appear in your bin and in the source window. I'm just going to drop in and out and bring it into my timeline. And there we go, we've got a title. You might notice that your title looks a little jaggy, and if you come down here and click on this, you can improve the video quality of the playback, and you'll see if we turn it up, you get some nice smooth lines. And I'll turn the quality back down, make sure we're not using more processing power than we need. And if you look here, you can see the drop shadow I put on it. Looks pretty nice. And we'll do a subtitle here. I'm not using any audio in this video, but we'll pretend someone is saying a line of dialogue right now. We'll open the title tool the same way. But now I'm noticing that the video should be appearing here, but it's not. So I'm going to close the title tool and switch the video layer that I have highlighted to video 1 and see if that helps. And voila! Now I can see what my subtitle is actually going to look like over video. Let's say she's saying this. I'm going to change the font to, I would recommend either Arial or Helvetica. You want to use a font that doesn't have serifs. These are serifs, these lines on the edges of letters. We'll go back to our nice sans serif font, Arial. I turned bold off just because I think it looks nicer. I'm going to drag it down to the kind of area where the subtitle should be. I like yellow for my subtitles. You could go black or white, but I don't know, I enjoy yellow. I'm going to put my drop shadow on again to really make the subtitle pop. Not that much, but, a little pop. And it's good to note that these boxes around the image that you see here is the title safe area, so you want to keep your subtitles inside of there. This is more of a late professional post-production concern, but it's good to know about. Now that I have my title in place, I'm gonna X out this window, save it. I'm going to create a new bin now, just to put my titles in, keep everything a little more organized. Now I'm going to put my subtitle onto the second video layer, and there it is. Now let's say I want my closing credits to have the same font as the opening credits. What I can do is hold Command and double click on the title that I already made. That'll prompt this. I don't want to open it in Marquee. I just want to open it in the title tool again, so I click No. And then I have my title back just the way I made it. And I'm gonna set it to, you can see here that roll and crawl, there are little arrows that indicate whether it's moving sideways or up and down. I want it to go up and down. So that's roll, and let's see, I'm going to shift this around, but I think what I want to do is I'm just going to use this same text box that I already have, and I'm just going to set this text up to the top, and I'm going to just add additional text below it. I'm just including all the animals that helped make this possible. And now that I've got everything I want in there, I'm going to close it, save it, make it happen. Then I'm going to open it in my source window. And as you can see, even though we started out editing an already existing title, it created a new title media in the bin. So nothing got overwritten. We still have our original title. And I'm just going to pop this in here. And as you can see, it makes a huge thing. And when I play it back, we see nothing. So I'm just going to shrink it down a lot. And I've shrunken it down, still not seeing anything through the whole clip. So, aha, what we need to do is, you can see on the icon on the clip, there's a little blue box. That means that it is not rendered. So we're just going to go over here, click on this button over here. That'll render the clip. And then, voila, again, we've got it. It's maybe moving a little too fast, so I'm going to stretch it out. Because we changed it, we have to render it again. La 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 la, do 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 do. And then it should be good to go. There it is. Plays back nicely, good little pace. It's got that professional scroll to it, and that's titles.